What's going on, everybody? I go by the name of Curry, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on SneakerPhetish. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was starting to get a little numb. It felt a little monotonous talking about dunks over and over again with so many different types of dunks that have been coming out between 2020, 2021, and on throughout the year. It just felt like it was starting to get a little bit stale. But today, I have an early look at a new Dunk SB that's getting ready to come out that to me was kind of a jolt of energy, and it kind of revitalized my excitement about dunks and Dunk SBs and collaborations and what Nike is doing with some dope artists out here. And this one, again, is no exception. Without further ado, let's get into it. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Nike Dunk SB Low by Parra. Now, first things first, before we even get into the shoe or we get into the review, I want to give a big thank you to my brother Reco, that's based down in Atlanta, for actually letting me check out his personal pair of this sneaker here. So thank you very much for that trust, my brother. I appreciate it. I promise you they're in very, very good hands. If you guys aren't following Reco, I will make sure to put his information down in the description box so that you guys can check him out and buy some shoes off of him. Thank you once again. Now, this sneaker here is very interesting because to date, no release date has been announced for it, but I think I have an idea of when the release date is going to be, and I'll get on that a little later on once we take a little deeper look at the shoe. All right, now starting with the upper here, two things that I really want to point out on this shoe. Number one, the beauty of the design and the art on this shoe, and number two, the fantastic quality of the materials. Now, there's three main materials that I noticed. Number one, on the quarter panel, around the collar of the sneaker, and on the toe box of the shoe is a very, very soft, sail-colored nubuck, and I mean, it's really soft. The second material that I notice here on the lateral and medial side on the swoosh here is this nice grain leather. It's a nice kind of regular leather there, but it's really nice on that black. The third material, which of course the most colorful, is this art print that's kind of on this canvas feeling material here, almost ripstop feeling material here. It's nice, it's very sturdy, it's very durable, but it definitely differs from the really soft nubuck that's in the quarter panels and around the shoe as well. Now again, that art kind of looks like a stained glass window, but we'll get more into the collaborator and the artist if you're not familiar with him. But again, that art is reflected on the eyelets of the sneaker going down, on the mud guards wrapping around the toe box, and then back on the back collar of the shoe, back on the heel of the shoe as well. That art is even instituted on the back heel tab here with the stitched in Nike on the back. You even get a little bit of that art on the back of the shoe as well. Really, really nice. Taking a top down look at the shoe here on the toe box, you notice that soft, supple, sail colored nubuck here. Moving up from there, you got plain white laces that come standard with these, with the blue Parra emblem on the lace tips. I do believe these come with an extra set of laces as well. Now the tongue is really dope because the tongue also has kind of that art looking, kind of stained glass looking print all along the tongue, and even on the tongue tag, the Nike SB tongue tag on the front and the back of the tag, that print is also there as well. I love that touch. Speaking of the back of the tongue tag here, you can also get a little glimpse of this kind of turquoise deep aqua color here on the sock liner and inside of the shoe as well. Really, really nice complemented color to the outer of the sneaker. I love that. Plain white midsole with a really nice gum outsole on this as well. You had that little splash of that maroon red right in the center on the Nike SB logo there, but gum outsole on this I thought was a fantastic touch. Really nice, gonna be very durable, very wearable as well. And on the insole, very nice insole on this as well. That same art print that's all over the outer of the shoe, and you also get that co-branded Nike SB and Parra co-branding on the heel as well. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the Parra Nike SB Dunk Low. Now, first of all, who in the world is Parra and why does this shoe matter? Now, first of all, Parra is actually a man that goes by the name of Pieter Jansen. Now, he's a Dutch-born artist out of the Netherlands, but he actually has made some incredible, and I mean incredible art. He's been likened to people like Keith Haring with his post-pop curved kind of art that he makes. It's a bit abstract, but they're really nice, and he has these bold colors that he uses for his main color palette. Really dark blues and reds and turquoises and oranges and things like that, but everything is very rich that he paints. Now, Parra is actually not Peter's actual name. It's actually a nickname that was given to him by one of the owners from Parra, which is another store, black-owned store for that nature, that's overseas as well. We've talked about some of the Parra sneakers that have dropped recently as well. They just dropped a really dope sneaker with New Balance. They dropped the 7s a while ago. We took a look at those on the channel. Really, really dope store. But one of the owners said that because Peter was always calling him worried about so many things, he gave him the nickname of Paranoid, which Peter then shortened to Parra or Parra, whichever one you want to say it. So it probably is Parra, but we always just call it Parra. But Parra, short for paranoid. Now, whatever you want to call him, Peter, Parra, or Parra, he's come out with some incredible collaborations with Nike. The most popular collaborations probably dating back to 2018, I believe it was. That's when he came out with the Air Max 1 that I was never able to get my hands on, and the Nike Spiridon, which is actually a sneaker that gained a lot of popularity a few years back. If you guys remember, there was some fly Spiridons that were coming back. I feel like that was kind of the essence of the reemergence of the dad shoe era. Now, in 2019, Parra actually gave us a really nice Nike Dunk Low, but that one to me had a lot less character than these. It was all white, and it had an interesting kind of felt-like swoosh with the same kind of pinkish, bluish colors on the swoosh there, but primarily the sneaker was white. And even though customizers probably liked it, other people probably liked it, honestly, when I saw images of these for the first time, I was like, these are a lot better. I like these. Now, even though a formal release date has not been announced for this shoe yet, if you take a look at your sneakers app right now, you'll notice that there are 4 new collaboration collections with Nike SB and Parra, but it's interesting because they're separated by country. There's a USA set, a France set, a Brazil set, and a Japan set. Each set basically has its own jersey, hat, socks, and I believe a t-shirt if I'm not mistaken, but you still don't see the sneakers, but the print on a lot of those collections, especially the USA collection, reminds me a lot of the print on the shoe. Now, the date for the United States set for the tracksuit, the t-shirt, and things like that is July the 20th. So I'm wondering if because we're seeing this Nike SB collab with Parra for July the 20th, this again is the Nike SB collab with Parra, even though it doesn't have a date. I wonder if Sneakers app is going to kind of drop this one on us, maybe a surprise drop, maybe an exclusive access. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to see. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see this shoe show up around the Sneakers app somewhere around July the 20th. I'm just saying. But whenever this sneaker does drop, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, when you get it in hand, really, really solid, very, very nice. And for the first time, actually, this Dunk, the more general release version of the Dunk, I actually like a lot better than the Friends and Family version. Now, on previous Parra drops, the Friends and Family version, I really like those more, but this time the Friends and Family really was just a solid color on the back and the front of the shoe, kind of differing between that reddish color and kind of that orangish color, that blue. But on this one, I really like how all the colors are kind of mixed in together. This really looks like art for your feet. I tell you guys that all the time, that sneakers are art for your feet, but these really do look like a painting that you put on your feet. So I actually like the general release a lot better. Hopefully you guys are able to get your hands on these when they do drop, be it July 20th or a little before, a little after. I'm not exactly sure, but enough of me talking about these. Now it's time for you guys to sound off down in the comments and let me know what you guys think about the Parra SB Dunk Low. Are you guys feeling these? Do you like these? Are these a must cop for you, or are you guys going to hard pass on these? Let me know why or why not down below. Of course, right down in the comments, make sure that you click on that subscribe button so we can welcome you into the Sneaker Fetish family, to make sure you don't miss out on any more heat that comes through like these, because I guarantee you I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish, taking a look at these with me, unboxing them with me for a couple of minutes. I go by the name of Kari. This is the Parra or Parra SB Dunk Low for 2021. And until next time, I'm out.